leftovers. That's just kind of my tip on getting the biggest bang out of your buck. $120 off in my description below. It applied $17.26 back into my box. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a 2022 HelloFresh review. I've actually done a couple of HelloFresh review videos on my channel now, so if you are interested in checking any of those out, I will have them all linked in my description below. But I thought it would be fun to do an updated review since I did pick out a couple of new meals this week around, and I thought I would just kind of update you guys on the quality of the food, the taste of the food, and the pricing. If you're not familiar with HelloFresh, it is a meal delivery kit service. Each week they send you a box with all the ingredients you need to prepare your meals. As you can see, I have the box right there, and I will actually get into the unboxing in a bit. But I have actually been on HelloFresh for a couple of years now. I actually took the longest pause because back in January, my fiance actually had jaw surgery. We are back on HelloFresh and I am super excited. Another great thing about HelloFresh is that it's supposed to be sustainable because you are wasting less food. I really like that they have a variety of meal options. I'm actually just going to check my phone right now and let you guys know all the meal options they provide. So they have a meat and veggies option, a veggie option, family friendly, fit and wholesome, quick and easy, pork free, pescatarian, and then you can also choose the number of people you would like these servings for. I am just on the plan for 2 people, but you can select 4 people, and you can also select the number of meals you want delivered each week. Change that to 2 meals, 3 meals, 4 meals, 5 meals, or 6 meals. And moving on to pricing, I am on the plan for 2 people with 3 meals. And so the plan I am on is for $69.93 a week, which I don't think is too bad. And a tip I have is always selecting meals with higher calories because I'm actually able to split that into more servings. So that's just kind of my tip on getting the biggest bang out of your buck. I do also have a discount code for $120 off if you are interested in trying out HelloFresh. And all that will be left in my description below. But yeah, I will just go ahead and do the unboxing right now. So here is how the box looks like, and here is the side. And then just moving to the back, the meal you're about to make isn't the only thing to get excited about. 100% of our carbon emissions are offset, and you're reducing your food waste by at least 25%. So as soon as I open the flap, it just has a couple of instructions here. Almost everything in here is recyclable, which is great. So the first thing in here are the recipe cards. So I'll just show you guys what meals we picked for the week. The first thing we picked out are these 1-pan Santa Fe pork tacos. And then moving on to the second meal, these are the Tuscan beef stuffed peppers. And then the third meal we picked out are these Mushu pork platters. These look so good. And then just moving into the rest of the box, it is sealed with this plastic, and this just keeps everything nice and cold. So let me just go ahead and open this up. Here is how the inside looks like. Everything is nice and cold and fresh because there are ice packs in the bottom. So here is just the first bag. And then the second bag is for the Mushu pork platter. And here is the third bag. Here is the ice that keeps everything cold. I actually also picked out a soup this time around because I did want to try their soups, and I just got the corn chowder with bacon. And then the rest of the items in there are just the protein for the meals. But yeah, that is everything that came in this week's box. I'm just gonna go ahead and put everything away, and then I will check in with you guys once I get started on making the first meal. All right, so here is the Southwest style corn chowder with bacon. It does have sweet corn, roasted poblano peppers, black beans, potatoes, cilantro, chipotle, and it says it's all simmered in a deliciously creamy broth. Here is just the nutritional facts. I'm just gonna go ahead and heat this over a pot and try it out. Alright, so here is how the soup came out. I did just top it off with a little bit of Parmesan, and because I do like spice, I did add a little bit of chili flakes, but it smells really good and I cannot wait to try this out. All right, so I am getting ready to make the first meal. This is the Tuscan beef stuffed peppers with couscous and melted mozzarella. This does have a prep time of 10 minutes, cook time 35 minutes, and 800 calories per serving. And here is everything that came in the bag. As you can see, I don't know what happened to the marinara sauce, but it was kind of opened, so I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to use this. We'll see how much I can get out of that. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but the bell peppers are not in the best shape. Here is everything else. Everything else pretty much looks good. So for this dish, you do also need just a couple of pantry items. So here are the things that we will need for this dish. We'll just need a baking sheet, a small pot, a large pan, salt, pepper, cooking oil, and butter. Everything else was all provided in the bag. I'm actually going to report the damaged marinara sauce and the bell peppers. I just opened up my HelloFresh app right here. From the home page, I'm gonna go to settings. I am going to tap on recipes and ingredients. What should I do if one of my ingredients is damaged or missing? So then I'm gonna click on that link and then report an ingredient or recipe error. And I'm gonna select the box. I'm gonna select the meal. I'm gonna say the bell pepper, quality, poor quality, not fresh. And then I'm gonna say overwrite, done. And then I'm gonna go to marinara sauce, select the issue, quality, packaging, and then I'm gonna go to done. Here are the issues that I reported through the app, and then I'm gonna just hit submit request. Success, you reported your problem, and then there you go. It applied $17.26 back into my box. All right, so now that I have reported the issue, I'm just gonna go ahead and try and put this meal together. So here is how the dish came out. It smells so good, and this is honestly a huge portion, so I am sure we will have plenty of leftovers. And just for reference, here is how it was supposed to look like. I don't think it looks as red as the picture, and I think that's because I didn't have enough of the marinara sauce, but I'm gonna just go ahead and quickly plate this up. All right, so I just finished plating up the peppers. As you can see, there were a ton of leftovers. I'm actually able to put some away for tomorrow's dinner for me and my fiance. This was supposed to be 800 calories for 2 servings, but because I was able to split this up into 4 meals for 2 people, this actually comes out to maybe about 400 calories or so. But yeah, I cannot wait to dig in. All right, so I am getting ready to make the second meal. These are the Mushu pork platters. This does have a prep time of 10 minutes, cook time 35 minutes, and this is 1,220 calories per serving, which is a lot. So again, I feel like I'm going to be able to stretch this into 4 servings rather than 2. And here is just how the back looks like. For this recipe, we will need a small pot, large pan, salt, cooking oil, and butter, and everything else is provided here. So not that many ingredients, but I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly put this all together. Alright, so here is how the dish turned out. I did end up just putting it on one of my charcuterie boards since they plated theirs on a board as well. But it seriously smells so good, and the sauce on the pork is actually also made with katsu, so it does have a kind of sweet smell. And as I expected, we did have a ton of leftovers, enough for tomorrow's dinner as well. And I do have some leftover tortillas as well. They did provide 6 tortillas, which is honestly a lot, so I just made 3. I'm probably gonna have 1 for myself, and my fiance is probably gonna have 2. Alright, so we are at our final meal for the week. These are the 1-pan Santa Fe pork tacos with Monterey Jack and a cilantro lemon slaw. This looks really good. This just has a prep time of 5 minutes, cook time 20 minutes, and this is 920 calories per serving, which again is also on the higher side. So I'm sure, like all the other meals, I will also have leftovers. But here is everything that came in this recipe, and here is just the back of the card. In addition to these ingredients, we will also need a large pan, a large bowl, paper towels, salt, pepper, oil, and some sugar. But I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly put this all together. Alright, so here are how the tacos came out. It does also look really good. I did try a bite of the slaw earlier and it is really yummy. This looks like a pretty good portion, honestly. I was able to split it into 3 servings and they actually provided 6 tortillas. There's actually 2 left in here, so I think that this is a pretty good serving overall. And again, here is the card. It was supposed to be about 920 calories for 2 servings, but because we split this up into 3, it comes out to maybe about 600 calories or so per serving. But yeah, I cannot wait to dig in. Alright, hey guys, I have made it through the end of my HelloFresh meals and I just wanted to quickly pop on here and share with you guys my final thoughts and review on the quality and taste of the meals, the pricing, and if I still think HelloFresh is worth it. Again, HelloFresh is a meal delivery kit service. Each week, they do send you a box with all the ingredients you need to prepare the meals. Personally, I do like HelloFresh because it does save me time in the kitchen. It saves me a trip to the grocery store, especially during weeks where I am really busy. And I like that I'm wasting less food while I'm on HelloFresh. I am also a foodie, so I really like that with HelloFresh. I'm trying a ton of new meals that I probably wouldn't make myself. Each week there are about 20 or so meals you can choose from, and these change every week, so you don't have to worry about getting the same meals every single time. And again, they do have a variety of meal preferences. They have meat and veggies, which is the plan I'm currently on, but they also have a veggie plan, family friendly, quick and easy, fit and wholesome, pork-free, pescatarian, so they definitely have a wide variety of options to choose from. And again, I am on the plan for 2 people with 3 meals, and this is $69.93 a week. That is also with shipping. But as you saw, I was able to stretch out those 3 meals into an entire week of weeknight dinners. Don't be afraid to pick meals with higher calories. Your portions are really good. You are able to split that into more servings, actually even double the servings sometimes. As you saw with some of the meals I did earlier, I was able to meal prep some of our leftovers for dinner the following day. So again, that is my tip on just getting the biggest bang out of your buck. So I do think that justifies the price. And so moving on to my review on the taste and quality of the food for this week's meals. Starting off with the soup, I did get the corn chowder with bacon. This was my first time picking out one of their soups and thought it was really good. It was super easy. I just heated over a stove. I did add a little bit of chili flakes and Parmesan cheese, and it was chef's kiss. It was also super cheap. I think the soup was on sale the week that I picked it out, so it was about $6 and it was a serving for 2 people, so I thought that was a really great deal. And moving on to my first meal of the week, which were the Tuscan beef stuffed peppers, I would give this a 7 out of 10. Only because, as you saw, the bell peppers were not in the best condition and the packaging on the marinara was damaged. But as you saw, I was able to report the issues on the app and they did credit back about $17. So it is really easy to report any spoiled ingredients, missing ingredients, damaged ingredients through the app. And I do feel like they credit your account fairly. Other than that, I thought the meal was really good. I was able to stretch out this meal's portion into 4 servings instead of just 2, and I still think it was plenty of food. I do think it was a little bit greasy, but I think that was my fault. I think I could have drained a little bit of the grease before transferring it to the peppers and baking it, but other than that, I thought the meal was really good, really tasty, and it was such a fun meal to make. The next meal we had for this week were the Mushu pork platters, and I would give this meal a 10 out of 10. I think this is honestly hands down one of my favorite HelloFresh meals that I've ever had. I just really like this dish because it was packed with so many layers of flavor, from the rice being cooked with scallions, butter and salt, to the meat and its seasonings. The seasoning on the meat was made with a mix between a katsu sauce and a umami ginger sauce, so the flavor was really interesting. It was a little bit sweet, but it was really good. The tortillas were cooked on a pan with a little bit of sesame oil, which gave it that nutty flavor. Again, chef's kiss. This was so good, and the portion on this was really good. As you saw on the card, it was supposed to be 1,220 calories for each serving, which was just way too much, honestly. I already knew that this meal was going to have plenty of leftovers, which it did. We were able to, again, meal prep the leftovers for dinner the following day. And the final meal I had for the week were the one-pan pork Santa Fe tacos. I would give this a 7 out of 10. I just wasn't too impressed with the taste of these tacos. Both me and my fiance weren't a huge fan on the seasonings. I also think that this just wasn't our preferred style of tacos, so maybe you might like it. It did have a pretty sweet kick to it. Other than that, there were no issues with the ingredients. Everything was fresh. We were able to stretch this out into 3 servings rather than just 2. So to wrap up, I do think HelloFresh is still worth it and worth the price. And I like how all their meals do come with a recipe card. I actually keep all of these, so if there is a dish that I really like, I'm able to recreate it. And I also really like that the HelloFresh app is very flexible. You could just try it out for 1 week and then cancel your account, sign up again a month later, or just skip weeks as you want, all without any cancellation fees. This video isn't sponsored or anything. I am just a huge fan of HelloFresh. If you are interested in trying it out, I do have a $120 off discount link in my description below, so feel free to check that out. If you have any other questions that I didn't cover, feel free to drop it in the comments below and I will be sure to get back to you. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys next time.